All right, guys, peace and blessings, and welcome to another episode of Music Millionaires TV. I'm your man SG1 from the Grammy Award-winning team, The Peacemakers, and today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a question and answer series, but basically we're going to talk about why do record labels rip artists off, and I think it's a good question. I think we're going to delve in, and we will delve into the misconceptions of record labels, why record labels seem to rip people off, and we're going to also talk about buying more beats, and we are buying more beats, and also talk about, well, I can't tell you guys actually who did the placements, because a lot of you guys requested that I did not share your placements, your private information, and I respect that. But we're going to talk about all these different things and more today on Music Millionaires TV. Now, if I decide to edit this, we'll cut to the credits and go right into the situation. So first and foremost, let me say to all of you guys, good morning to all of the guys that are Music Millionaires. 808 Master, I see you in here real quick. Good morning, Ice Cold. Good morning. I can at least talk about Ice Cold. Ice Cold is definitely one of the producers who got a placement. We've already talked about him, along with Miro and a few others. We are still actively, before I get into the record labels ripping people off, we are still actively looking for tracks, okay? So as we look for tracks, we're still going through all you guys' music as well. Two of you guys actually got sync placements, which was through some advertisers that contacted me, and I sent your music over. You were the guys who did not want me to share your information, and that's fine. You know what I mean? All I ask for is testimonials if you know that we're doing what we say we're doing. So with that said, congratulations to all of you guys who've gotten placements either with Carrots and or TV and advertising placements or syncs. So congratulations to you guys. We still have the fee at $25 for those of you who have not taken the time to sign up to become a Music Millionaire to receive these opportunities. It's still at $25. I may leave it there, I may not, because we're working on the website. We're developing more programs for you guys and teaching and educating, because what I've come to understand is that a lot of you guys do not truly understand the music business. There's a lot that you're missing in the music industry. However, with that said, let me go right into why do record labels rip artists off, and then we're going to go back later on, and I'm a double round and then talk about more beat opportunities and beat placements for you producers out there, okay? So one of the number one things and why I created this channel was to teach you guys to be empowered, and to be empowered is the best word I can use, so that you can understand the elements and the mechanisms behind the music industry, okay? And this light is really irritating me, but if I don't, because I'm so dark, y'all won't see me. So this channel was designed to teach you guys these things. And the reason why is because I understand the demographics, and I have saw where a lot of people have been taken advantage of by record labels. So I'm going to tell you why record labels actually seem or appear to rip people off. Now, first and foremost, most of the bad experiences that you will encounter in the music industry won't necessarily be from the record label. Most of your experiences that you will encounter will be from people who recognize your talent, who know that you're talented, they want something, or you have something that they want, okay? So those people who have figured out the industry most of the time are the ones who take advantage of you. Now, let's delve into the actual record label itself. The record label is a business. The record label acts as a bank. I want you guys to be clear on that, because I don't want you guys harboring this ill feeling about the record labels. Now, we're going to even delve into the 360 deals that are being made right now as well, and talk about that. But the record label is acting as the bank, the financier of something that you can't afford to finance. Because if you could finance it as a producer, as an artist, as a musician, you wouldn't need a label. Now, with any business, it is about profit margins. It is about investing as little as you can to get maximum profit. That's all of us, right? Once you put your money into your production equipment, you don't feel like you have to keep spending money on more equipment to get the job done. And most of you knows this is true. Let me go automatically and stop and say good morning to everybody that's coming into the channel. Peace and blessings to everyone that is here watching us live. Thank you guys, because most of you guys are music manias. Thank you for submitting your music. I'm just recapping. And that we're listening to all you guys' music. And if you have not gotten a folder yet sent to you or in an email, make sure that you email us, if you are a music millionaire, your username and password so that we can make sure or see why you haven't gotten a folder. Anyway, now I digress. So let's look at it from the standpoint of you guys. You guys are businesses, okay? And I want you guys to really get that. You are a business. Your job is to negotiate. Your job is to invest in yourself. And your guys is to get a profit out of your investment. Your investments are your production equipment. Your investment are the money that you put into maybe memberships, BeatStars, whatever it is, because you're looking for a return. Record labels are the same way, and I want you guys to really get that. Oh, there we go. That's better. So the record label has become an element within itself. It has been looked at and it's you guys have basically, and people have basically made the record label a entity, a real thing that exists, and it's not a real thing. The record label is comprised of people who work for this corporation whose job is to do several different things. You got people whose job is to acquire talent, you guys, right? And they have to acquire the proper talent. And when they're looking for that talent, they're looking for those of you who already have a following, who's good at what you do, and that people gravitate towards your music. That's their job. A&Rs is what certain titles is. Then you have the legal side of the record label. Their job is to create contracts that are binding contracts that allows the label to be able to represent your music, be able to publish your music, and or collect royalties off of your music, okay? And I'm breaking this down for a reason, because I want you to see all of the elements involved. So the record label has the legal arm of the label. And we talked about those that acquire the talent, now those who deal with the legal aspects of it. So their job is to do that. Now, within the legal side of that record label, their key and core job now is to negotiate a proper and what they consider fair deal based on one simple factor. You need them. They technically don't need you, but they actually do. And the fact that they're putting up their money, all right? The labels are putting up their money to be able to market, promote, finance, and also bring a staff in to do all the things that you need to be done. Now, by all technicalities, that staff that they employ is your employees, all right? So now, we talked about the talent acquisition, we talked about the legals, now we want to talk about the marketing department. The marketing department is the people who go out and make sure that they market you, make sure that your music is being looked at as the next best thing. They're the ones who give you the face, they give the public the face of you as the producer, you as the artist, right? Then you have PR, public relation, which also does the same thing. It's a sort of, it's one of the same thing, but not really. So you have your public relations agent who deals with all of the things that sculpt your identity in the music record industry. All right. Then you have the DJs. Back in the days, it used to be you have to pay for DJs to put your music on, which is the same thing now. Nothing has changed in today's arena, except for instead of you guys paying radio station DJs to play your music, you're playing Spotify guys who control playlists, and they've drawn all this attraction and attention to their playlist, and now they're charging you money for it. Now, I'm getting to all this because what we just identified was a corporation of people who are all paid to do something in hopes of getting a return. And all of these people are being paid by the label. All right. Now I'm gonna take a statement that's being made in the chat, which is there are a few artists that sign to major labels that have to pay out other own pocket, out of their own other. I'm not understand that other own pocket for extra marketing. I think you're saying that there's a few artists that have to pay extra for the marketing out of their own pockets, and that would be correct as well. However, these things, I'm teaching you guys these things because I want you to understand this, because I want you guys to be able to run your own labels or production companies or publishing companies. Because even though you may start out doing this by yourself, eventually you'll need to add people in. Now here's the key behind it. The evil record labels, whoever they may be owned by, or even if they're a stock market ran or a publicly traded company, have people that are investing money into this. They're paying these people, this is all money, that they pay before you even ink your first deal. Excuse me, before you even put a track out, or if you already have a track out, before they even put anything out of you, all this is already done before you're even signed. Okay? So my point being is, record labels are a business. That's all they are. You need to understand that, because you guys are a business, and your job now is no different than what we're doing with your music. If you're sitting on music and it's just sitting in a catalog in a folder, and you have opportunity to make money off of that music that you have sitting in your catalog and folder, you've invested time and effort into that catalog, right? Difference is, you don't have a staff of people that you're paying, but you do have a family. You do have a mother, you have a father, you have a place that you have to pay for, rent, lights, food. These are the equivalent to an A&R, a marketer, and all these other things, because these are people who have to get paid. So when you're looking at and you want to demonize the record label, and by all means, this is not my defense of any record label and what they do or their practices, okay? Because there are record labels that do shady-ish. However, when we want to demonize a record label, what we are not doing is we're making it a personal thing. We're looking at this label as a person, right? Instead of, or the head, whoever the CEO is, that they are overseeing whatever bad things are happening to artists. Now, the artists have a responsibility as well, because if you are a new artist, okay, if you are a new artist and you understand one simple thing is, I want to be successful in this music industry, in this music game, you have a responsibility, which is what I'm doing here, because I'm trying to teach you guys the music industry so you will know and you can pick your battles. You can choose the lesser of evils, or you know that you're giving up something in order to get something else out of return. But you have a responsibility as an artist to understand that even though this record label exists and you would like to be signed to that record label, they're in it to make money at the end of the day. And not just make money. If I can double my money, that is good business practice. You understand that? That's the whole point that I really want to make to you guys. The good business practice is the same thing for you guys. If you're sitting on beats, if you're sitting on tracks and you're not selling the beat, and you have opportunity to sell that track or that beat, $20, $25, $250, $500, $1,000, okay? Look at that as a good thing. Do not go and try to conquer Rome with one beat. Is the best way I can say it to you. Don't try to conquer Rome with one beat. But in the same token, look at this as a business. So record labels are designed as banks to basically give you a loan on your product. Now here's the thing with 360 deals and why 360 deals came into existence. 360 deals, once the digital age came in play for millennials, and matter of fact, any of you guys over your 30s know, most of you guys should know this. We used to buy CDs, remember that? And then eventually the CDs became mixed CDs and bootleg CDs, 5 for 20 and all this other stuff. When CDs and the demise of CDs and physical, tangible objects came, they lost the financing that they would make, the markup they would make when it came to the music and the sales. Those mechanical license sales, those sales where a tangible product was being sold. So they had to compensate, because that was the gist of record labels' money. Most of the time what happened was record labels, you would make your money because if you were getting 12 points on an album, which 12 points actually is like 12 cents per album, okay, if that was your case, or 12 cents per single, okay? But you got to realize that after the vinyl age, and we went into CDs, no one was really duplicating CDs with one single on it. They was duplicating CDs and utilizing an entire album. So your points or your royalties came from the mechanical agreement or license fee that the record label would give you. And if you was a popular artist, you can get anywhere between 10 to 15% on an album. Whereas if you weren't, and they were building you up as an artist, because record labels was good at that. They was good at taking their money and creating this thing called a new artist. They would put this hype behind it. Remember Vanilla Ice, guys? Remember Milli Vanilli? That's my example. So if you were a no-name artist, you would more than likely take 12. Right, Dewan, thank you so much. 12 out of 100 points, exactly. So 100 points would be technically $1 or let's say $10 or whatever it is. But if you were a no-name artist, you would take less on the back end, okay? Marcus Webb said, real to real. I got one on my wall from my first single. I can't make that up. And so, long story short, the 360 deal came around because now mechanical sales, physical sales really don't exist. Now they are, they exist in the form of digital downloads, okay? Now even streams. Now what they've come to understand is that there is more money into the influence of it. Yeah, I'm laughing too much. Into being an influencer than it is actually inside of the actual physical sales. So the 360 sale came about because now what record labels are doing is saying we're going to make money off of this artist completely, right? On a 360-degree complete deal of their money. So tours, streams, downloads, merch, all these different things the record label is saying we're going to make money off of. But now what happens with them is they have to invest in it as well. So that's not such necessarily a bad thing. What is bad though is, and here's the clincher for you guys, and here's where the evil record labels are actually really manipulating and taking advantage of artists and producers like yourselves, is that they know that there is plenty of talent out there. There's I'm receiving, I think we just received from Music Millionaires alone 500 or so tracks, okay? So there's plenty of talent. There's plenty of you guys out there who want to make it and be successful. They are now capitalizing off of that. However, what they're doing is they're now making you promote, market yourself, do all the legwork, and then they're coming in just like any corporation or business do. When you see and you pay attention, a prime example is Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile used to be an MVNO, and the reason why I'm bringing this up because you guys know I'm starting my own mobile company. But Boost Mobile used to be a private MVNO. They utilized Sprint's network. They built up a clientele base. They bust their tail for years and years and built up, I think, 1 million plus subscribers. And then you know what Sprint did? Sprint came in there and then decided and said, hey, we want to make you an offer you can't refuse. Based on Boost's effort. Yes, Boost was compensated, but Sprint came in, let Boost did all the legwork. They actually was paying Sprint while they was doing this, so it wasn't like Sprint wasn't getting paid. And then they came in and purchased the company or corporation. So this is what record labels are saying they want you guys to do. They want you guys to actually do the legwork, and then we come in and compensate for financially where you cannot. We're going to offer you a deal now. In the likes, I was just speaking with Karis the other day about this. We talked about Cardi B. Most of Cardi B's build-up came from the reality show Love and Hip Hop. Now, what you guys don't know is Love and Hip Hop and the founders of Love and Hip Hop and all these guys like The Rock as well, they are being broadcast, they're being promoted, they're considered influencers. However, the platform that they're using, like The Rock, was WWE, Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop. These people actually get paid off of any endorsements or any money that they make because they're saying we were the ones who put them in the public eye. We, the ones who promoted and marketed them, we the one gave them that platform, so we're entitled to it, and they wind up owning them, technically, for lack of a better word, because of them being the ones to break them. Now, why did I bring all that out and why did I talk about that? Because that's the importance of you guys understanding that if you're doing all the legwork and you are promoting yourself and you're marketing yourself and you're building a fan base and you're getting these fans, why give away your money? All you need to do is understand how the music business works, where your money comes from, understand publishing, understand mechanical license, understand all these factors so that you can go out and get your own money because you've already done the hardest part, which is break open the fan base. You've already mastered the fan base. So once you master the fan base, once you master the influence marketing, once you master Instagram, why go and give your soul and your essence and all your hard work to a record label just for an advancement? Because I trust and believe me, if a record label is paying you $2.3 million, it's because they know they're going to make $20 million off you. Okay, 2 is only 10% of what they think you're worth. Okay, imagine that. If you get a $10 million advancement, it's only because they know they're gonna make $100 million off of you. And I'm just giving you minimum figures. Okay, so why go through that whole thing with the record label? Because again, they're a business, all right? And that's what businesses do. Businesses are designed, you don't want to fail in business, neither do I. So we don't invest in things that we feel like we're going to lose money in. We invest in things because we feel like we're going to make money. And that's the thing. With businesses, banks, record labels, they invest in artists and producers they know they're going to make money from. You know how they know it? Because you already had the fan base. You already built the fan base. They're already checking out your social media profile. They're checking out your tracks. The track's not the hardest thing for them. What they're looking at is how can we utilize you? Who's the next face of the music industry? Who has brought a following out? You gotta understand, think about Tekashi 69 and the rest of these guys. They created this persona, this image that attract people to them, and then the record labels come and beg them to get on. You get what I'm saying? How can we make you happy? Yeah, well, we know you don't have $5 million in your bank account right now, so we're going to give you a $5 million advance right now. And if you've never had $5 million at one time, you're like goddamn singing to the money gods at that time. You understand? So this is the games that the record labels play. This is what they do. And I want you guys to understand it's not an evil thing, because it's only evil if you are ignorant to the music business, which is what we're here doing and trying to teach you guys, okay? So don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as business. Look at it as, and yeah, maybe it is bait for a lot of you guys, okay? So the importance behind it though is making sure that you are conscious to know what you're doing and what your value is and how much you're worth. And if you're going to give up something, know what you're giving up. That's the key. But don't look at this corporate entity that don't technically exist as an evil thing. Look at it as a financial institution that is trying to finance something that they feel they're going to make money off of, and you're going to get the least amount of money as the product or merchandise they're selling, along with the catalog of merchandise that they also have. For lack of a better understanding in words, let's just say we're all chattel or slavery. This is another form of slavery, and it's based on your hard work and effort. Now, with that being said, let me delve into updates again for those of you who coming in late on this particular video. Several of you have gotten several placements and sold multiple tracks. Recently, 2 of you guys actually got advertising sync placement deals with us. You don't want me to say your names. I won't be saying your names anymore, guys, except for the ones who've already gotten it, because that gives you guys foundation to know that we're telling the truth, that we're actually making these things happen for you. A lot of you guys are just recently signing up. We appreciate it. All I ask is that for all of you who are signed up Music Millionaires right now, check your email. Make sure that you have a sync folder connected to us so that you can send your music up to us to upload for other artists to listen. I have 3 other artists that has contacted me that's looking for music, so I need you guys to send music in. All of your music is dope. If your tracks are not being selected or you're not hearing from us at this moment, it does not mean your music has been denied. No, matter of fact, I have emailed a couple of you guys to let you know there's interest in your tracks, and from that point, once I hear back from the artists and the networks and advertisers, I will let you know what the final situation is. And yes, I'm acting as a beat broker, okay, because somebody seen that earlier, and I don't mind doing it for you guys. The $25 is nothing, like I said, because I'm giving you all the tools and contracts and stuff that you need, which covers that $25. So I'm technically doing this for free. All right. But if you have any music, if you have any bad track, and again, do not limit what you send. Most of you know that we are accepting EDM. We're loving the EDM right now. Most of you know we're loving the old school hip hop. We're loving the complete songs. Some of you guys are sending complete songs. We're loving all this stuff because what we want to do is make sure that we have a catalog of music that we can represent you guys on and say, hey, here's where it's at. Now, on the other end of this, I am also looking for one of you music makers. I'm going to be hiring one of you guys. Literally hiring you. I have to hire. I'm hiring people. I got a matter of fact, they'll be in here today. I've just hired 3 more people. I'm going to be hiring some of you guys because I need some of you guys to act as not just A&Rs, but executive producers, listening to some of this music. It's going to be a ton of stuff that I need you to do that I'm going to pay you well for. But I'm be hiring, so if you're interested in possibly working for me, you got first criteria is you got to be a subscriber. Second criteria, which is not even an option, you got to be a Music Millionaire member. And thirdly, I really want you guys to be or have some kind of production skills, have been in the industry for a little while, or at least been producing music for a while, because you'll need to understand structures, melodies, different things that will identify and push forth possibly a platinum song, or recognize a platinum song or a Grammy song, or a song that may fit a certain type of project that we're looking for. So I'm looking for someone, one of you guys, I'm hiring one of you guys to come on, be officially a part of the Peacemakers, which all of you guys are part of the Peacemakers, whether you know it or not. Okay, when we place a song for you, you become a part of the Peacemaker, damn it, because it's our project. You became a part of that. So congratulations on all you guys that are Peacemakers. And if you haven't already, make sure you get to Music Millionaires, music-millionaires.com. Sign up. It's only $25, guys. I promise you, within the next couple weeks, it's going up because I'm working on production equipment. And I don't know if you can see, I got sunglasses on because of the light, but tired. See that? Tired. I'm answering your emails all time of night because you guys are technically up all times of night, you know what I mean, from the international level of it. And we also had to deal with Hurricane Florence. I don't know if you guys know, we was down here, Hurricane Florence. We had a lot of preparation dealing with that. Had to put up my animals and had to buckle down everything and make sure the animals were safe and everybody was going to be okay. So now that we've come out of that, and you know we're working, we are still looking for music. Send music. Do not stop sending music. Here's the thing: if you place a track that you sent us before it gets placed with us, make sure you remove that track out of your submission folder. That's all I ask you. Make sure you remove that track out of submission folder. And if you got some music that you think we should hear, if you got some hooks, we're even doing hooks. If you have hooks that you're selling, make sure that you submit your hooks and tracks as well. Please do not submit stuff that you already put online that you've already tried to sell to other people that someone else could have possibly used. Whatever you send us, make it original. Send it to us, make it original. More than likely, if it's dope, we're gonna buy it, guys. And there's tons of you on here now that can attest that this is real. We're buying beats, we're buying tracks, we're buying hooks, we're buying songs. We're buying all this stuff, not just for carrots. I got 3 more clients. Plus, I have TV advertisements, movie and syncs. I got a conference call shortly with a head of one of the sync placement companies that I gotta have here shortly. I got several different meeting guys that I have. So make sure that if you're not a music millionaire, get your music in, because I don't know what they're going to be asking for. I do know right now there's a $2,000 opportunity for a pops track, and I don't know if this is a complete song because it's not clear, but this is a 2,000. Well, it's probably more because it equates out higher when it's in pounds. So this is a European opportunity for you guys. So basically the A&R says that he's seeking pop songs for a famous artist. I'm not going to say the name. It says she has great range. She has 800,000 social media followers. She had 1 million views on her music video, etc., etc. What they're looking for is music like Ariana Grande, God is a Woman, or any type of pop catchy hook, basically. And if you have verses or you have anything like that, send that as well. But they are accepting tracks as well, and they'll basically connect your track to an artist to write if possible. Or we might even put the team on it to get it written as well. But long story short, if you are interested in this situation, create a folder. If you are already a Music Millionaire member, create a folder in your folder saying pop $2,000 pop submission, Ariana Grande if you want, anything like that, so we can identify it, and that way we can send that music over ASAP, guys, because this is. We have 10 days remaining. They want to get this done. They want to have this artist in the studio within 10 days to record the song. So that means get on your hustle, guys. Get on your hustle. Let's get it done. So all the Music Millionaires, if you got anything pop-like or pop-related, send that over to me. That's just one if you're interested in learning how you can submit these songs for inclusion into the library that we're creating and for that you guys, you got to be a Music Millionaire member, and it's simple. Go to music-millionaires.com and sign up for the $25. It's a one-time fee. It's a one-time fee. It will go up because I'm going to be doing other things. So take advantage of this now. Because after that, we're going to be doing courses and stuff like that. We're going to focus on the courses. So once we lock in on our producers, okay, we're going to be locking in on our producers. That's pretty much the team that we're going to be using for music production and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't need 1,000 producers to submit music. I only need the best of the best. So you guys, I've listened to your tracks. All of you who has been serious about your music, you have literally, y'all have, you're good. You know what I mean? I understand why you paid, because you know that you had the chance to make your music submission. And like I said, a lot of you guys know that we have submitted and you have placed your music. You know this, you know what I mean? So we just haven't updated the website. But also, there's a company out of Japan that has a $5,000 budget. They're looking for Japanese pop tracks. I don't know if any of you are interested in the Japanese pop tracks, but these are opportunities for you guys to do that as well. We are working on a forum. We're going to be working on a forum, and I just don't know if I'm going to be using. I thought about using what is it called? Not Dig. I don't know, but we're going to be working on a forum where all this stuff will be listed, and I'll have guys that's just posting this and giving you guys opportunity to list this. We're also going to be working on a upload server. I'm talking to Amazon right now on how to create a upload server that is unique to your ID as a user, that will you'll be able to automatically upload your metadata, all the different things. Or I may just talk to another company and see what they have to be able to make it more simpler for you guys to upload your music. All right, so let me take some questions real quick. Mark J. Music Test, getting real. Yes, you see my eyes? It's real for me. Wilmer Ventura, as a super newbie to this, I want to sign up just to support the movement. Have been watching videos for some time, and what I've learned in the small time frame has been invaluable. Thank you so much, Wilmer. If you're interested in becoming a Music Millionaire, to submit your music, please do so. It's only $25. If not, just keep supporting the channel. Come on here. I'm gonna be dropping a ton of stuff. You know, we're working on a whole bunch of different things. 808 Master says you should push for an app, bro. That would be hard. Great idea. A upload app. Is that basically because a lot of you guys have your music on your phones? Would that be simpler for you if we did an app that you can drag it from your phone or something of that nature? You know, let me know. You know, you guys let me know in the comment section here if you think an app would work better for you guys, and or something similar on the website. I'm just saying. Emil Chen says, I just signed up, but with a different email from the 3 tracks I sent you previously. Will you be able to know it's me? No, we will not be able to know it's you unless you tell us. And then what we're going to do basically, guys, is Emil, you will get your own folder that you upload to, okay? I have my music manager that's over at Daniel, who is taking care of all of that for you guys. So most of you have been probably communicating with him. He's taking care of your music, and then he's submitting that music to the artist to be listened to by the artist and the A&Rs for the different sync placement companies. I hate saying names, is why I'm doing it. You guys got me in that now. So J Hood said it'd be much simpler, good, convenient, bro, by 808 Master. Okay, no problem. And Marcus Webb said, yes, sir. The app is smart, something like SendSpace. Okay, so I'm gonna check out SendSpace because I'm not familiar with SendSpace. Okay, so another opportunity here, and I'm just reading them through my emails and what I'm getting, guys. This one's a little bit more shorter in time frame, but it's well worth it. A $2,000 to $4,000 energetic Chinese hip hop track needed for an upcoming film. So you're making anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000 if the track is taken. But the time frame is only a day. You got 1 day left to submit that, and we're on a whole other time frame. I don't know if you guys have time to build out a track from that, or if you already have something. If you do, hurry up and submit it to me today, if possible, so that we can get this over to them. Also, update. So first and foremost, let me say this to you guys. All you guys who did that 70s vintage track, dope, 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 dope. I think Mark J did one. Somebody else did. It was 3 of you guys who did it. Was dope. Here's the problem. we missed the time frame. And I submitted it to them and they loved it. But they had chosen another track. Mark J, they loved yours the most actually. They was going to actually use yours, and they have it in like a backup. If something goes wrong and they can't do a one stop with the track that they purchased, then they'll come to me and say, well, we want to use yours, or they just might use it for another part of the particular the ad. So congratulations if they use it, Mark. So don't hold in. I'll let you know what happens with that. Okay. J Hood says, do you use Music X-Ray? I've saw Music X-Ray, J Hood. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't think you should have to pay per submission and not know whether you're going to get a placement or not. That's why I did it this way. That's why there's one flat fee. Now, is it economically sound? No, because I even if you guys stop buying the membership, I still got to pay people to deal with that your entries. However, my reasoning behind doing it is much different than Music X-Ray. That's how they get paid. They get paid off submissions. Where I'm trying to help you guys, help me expand my brand. You know what I mean? The Peacemakers is my brand, and so we are wanting to expand and bring on more producers. So for me, I'm getting an opportunity to find more producers to add to the camp and have added to the camp. Okay, because all you guys are Peacemakers because we're working together. But for Music X-Ray as a business for them, I just don't think their business model is necessarily the correct model. But who am I to say? I'm not, it may work for other people. Everybody else may want to pay per submission. I think it's $4.99, $5.99, something like that. But you don't even know if your music is being heard by whoever they say they're sending it to. But I don't know, if it works for you. Because I know there's other companies out there that's charging you guys like $400, $500 a year or something like that to submit music. To me, that's a lot of damn money, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of money, And you still have to share publishing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? But Music X-Ray is a opportunity. MPCX, I'm not familiar with MPCX. I haven't looked into it, and I've been honestly just haven't had time to use it. J Hood said it never worked for him. Woman says, I can't see that. Let me go back here. I think that probably was a good, interesting question. What would a route to take as someone who is looking simply to make instrumental music and be independent? It would be a blessing if it leads to collabs, but I'm more interested in the independent route. The independent route that's what this channel is about, an independent route. You know what I mean? Like I'm teaming up with producers who are you guys, my subscribers, because I've heard so much of your music. I know you guys are talented. Y'all are dope, man. Y'all real dope. But as an independent, you have to know your business. You have to know the music side. You have to know the contract. You have to know negotiating, all the different things that you're not going to know immediately. Because I get emails from you guys constantly, especially this morning. I got like 6 emails about negotiating and how to negotiate a deal and what should be asked for and different things. So that's the part where I'm here for, and that's the part of the Music Millionaire site as well. Because I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to do all those courses, which is why it's important to join now, because it's going up. I promise you I'm going up with the course because I'm giving you all that, how to negotiate. I'm giving you the publishing side. I'm giving you, I got guys that I'm teaming up with to deal with social marketing and stuff like that. Me and Big Vic is working together to do a conference, a whole bunch of stuff. Me and Rob is teaming up, Smart Rapper is teaming up. To give you guys some stuff, so, it's just about educating yourself is the best advice I can give you, woman. J Hood said, I've spent hundreds. Mossberg Dub says, how do I sign up to submit? And it's real simple. It's my name, the channel name, Music-Millionaires. Music-millionaires.com is where you can sign up at. Like I said, it's only $25. So K-Love Entertainment Productions LLC says, how can this help me to improve selling my beat? Be more specific to how can what help you. Are you talking about being subscribed to my channel? Or are you talking about becoming a music millionaire? What? If you're talking about becoming a music millionaire, there's producers here right now that know that we have sold approximately about 20 beats between a client that I'm working with and other production jobs that I have and TV advertisements and sync opportunities. You know, it's actually helping us as well. Being a part of this channel is because I delve in every aspect of how you sell your beats, how to negotiate contracts, what you should be looking for, what prices are realistic, what you should realistically be asking for or selling your beats for, understanding publishing, exclusive, non-exclusive, understanding where your money is going to come from as far as when it comes to digital sales, who will pay you the most when it comes to your digital sales. I delve in a whole bunch of different things that you guys ask. So, you know, K-Love Entertainment, that's what we do here. It either benefits you or don't benefits you. I may have something that you feel is worth it. I may not. It all depends on you. You know, many different people find value in me many different ways. I just hope that you stick around a little bit or check out some of my old videos to find out exactly what I've taught and what I'm teaching over the years. And that's the best answer I can give you. All blogs, 300 a year. PTB Entertainment said, what's going on? Everything PTB Entertainment, peace and blessings. Dasty Rogue 2018 says, I need all that information. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. Oliver Garcia says, yo, where do I pay the $25 investment? Your website. It's in the link. I appreciate you giving the information from Hug Mongers. I like that. Huge Mongers. I appreciate you giving it needed information, and me and my partner would love to be a part of the production team. I appreciate you so much, guys. Taxi Williams Music. Taxi Music. Funny. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the logistics of this particular show, guys. If you want to, make sure you check out the replay of this, and we're talking about, again, record labels, understanding why record labels seem to be evil and why they people feel like they're ripping them off. But really, I gave you guys, if you're just coming into this, I gave you guys a new way to look at the record label and the business side of this, because that's what you guys are. You are a business. I keep telling you guys this. You are a business. Act like it's a business. Treat it like it's a business. Understand that this is a business, and I'm going to be teaching you more to help you become empowered and hopefully one day become a music millionaire. All right? Emily Chen says, I'm a TuneCore artist. Will joining Music Millionaires breach any contract? No, it will not breach any contract, because TuneCore acts simply as a publishing administrator, if you will. Matter of fact, TuneCore is working with me. They sent me over a request to do some work with them. So I'm going to check TuneCore out. I'm checking out all the services they have. I've checked out some of it, but it does not breach any contract because they just act as your publishing administrator. So therefore, if you actually get a placement with us and your music is chosen, all your job would be to do for TuneCore is to tell them the title of the song, who you got it placed, and any details they need so that they can register with your performing rights organization. They are not your manager. They are not a record label. They do not own your music. Therefore, there is nothing that you could be breaching. All right? Unless you sign something else, I don't know. Oliver Garcia, thank you so much. God bless you as well. Cosby says, thank you, sir, for giving us great information. It's really helping me and all of us here. I'm a music producer, sound engineer, currently based in Zimbabwe. Would love to join. How do I go about signing up? Cog Beats is in the, let me just copy it real quick. It's right above you in the chat. You can check it out. It's Music Millionaires, and here it is as well, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Prince Bruce, what's going on, brother? I seen your tracks, man. I got you. Loving it. Marcus Webb said, taxis garbage. No bashing in here. Anyway, just joking, guys. Peace and love always. It's always peace and love. It's always peace and love. Taxi Williams says, no affiliation with the other taxi website. I'm glad, bro. All right. Amelia Chan says, thanks for the info. You're more than welcome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for keeping me busy and keeping me tired, because I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll be back in the lab soon, working on some more music with Carrots. We're going to be putting out her music video soon. We'll give you a small behind the scenes preview of that. That's a whole nother level of teaching you guys about how to make videos, music videos and stuff of that nature. As well as teaching you guys how to become executive producers, because any of you who didn't see the last videos that I made when I was in the studio, what I act as and what I am as an executive producer, I put all the stuff together. You either finance it, okay, or you control the project to give it its final output or touch. And so that's what I do. I'm an executive producer. I help you guys make platinum songs. I help you guys put that project together and make it sound good, in case you want to know what it is I do. So, and along with songwriting, production, and all these other things as well. Wilmer Ventura, welcome and congratulations. We look forward to working with you and listening to some of your music. Make sure you follow the instructions in the new package that you just got, okay? Peace and blessings to you guys. Marcus Webb, thank you so much, brother. I do the best that I can, you know what I mean? Do the best I can. I'm not perfect, but I just do the best that I can to help you guys. Jay Hood, if you have a previous, that's a good question. He says, he has, can we send previously leased beats? I would stay away from it, because if an artist feels like what they have is technically really not exclusive, meaning that someone else isn't on it, I would stay away from it, because they tend to not want something someone else wants. Artists are real selfish, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Artists, when they have something, they like to feel like it's theirs. They like to feel like it's their brainchild. They like to feel like it's their baby. And the music is their baby, you know what I mean? So when an artist hears something and they're listening to it with fresh ears, it's disheartening to possibly go out and they may be looking for other music or run across another artist who's used in a track that they liked or they just bought for an exclusive rights. So try and get previously leased beats if possible. I'm not saying don't do it, because they still may want it, they may hear something in it, but it's just real. I've seen artists really trip when they found out 10 other people have been rapping on the beat. They feel like it's saturated, they feel like it's been tainted, and they feel like, and I'll be honest with you, they feel like if they put something out, it'll be based on what others have already put out. And if they just happenstance to have some words or something that another artist used, and that brings up a whole nother level of BS, because they're like, I said this, and then the artist is trying to compare their tracks, like, oh, well, I bought that beat and I made a song and this is my line, or these are my two words. You know, it just becomes complicated. I know that probably won't make sense to you guys, but just try to stay away from sending previously leased beats. PTB Entertainment, peace and blessings. Thank you for just signing up, brother. If you all have signed up, truly you'll wind up getting notification what to do, what you need to do, and then eventually Daniel will be in contact with you guys. He'll be here in the office soon to work. Oh, excuse me. Beef sausages. I gotta stay away from the beef. But he'll be in here soon, and he'll get you set up with your own private folder and send your music out to all our people. Swerve Beats, appreciate you, brother. I love that name too, Swerve Beats. Love that name. Jermaine Loden, I sent you some beats last week. Did you get a chance to check them out? Jermaine, if you sent them last week, and they were sent during the period of time where I was working in the studio, a lot of those tracks are just now being released from Gmail, because it locked up our Gmail account because they thought we was being spammed or DDoS attacked or some phishing scam they ran down to us. We have not listened to any of the new tracks that is just coming in now, because our priorities right now is our music millionaires, because what actually happened is, even though now the guys who got the placements with us that weren't music millionaires at the time are music millionaires now. They weren't music millionaires when we got the placements, and it became unfair because I needed to prioritize my music millionaires and my promise to my team that they will get first opportunity to get these placements. So what we're doing now, Jermaine, is we are sending all of the music opportunities to music millionaires. And so right now we're still looking for, I think it's maybe 20. Well, with Carrots, we're still looking for about, I think she still wants about 20 more tracks, plus whatever she may purchase for artists that she's signing. So that opportunity is there. Love her. Y'all make sure y'all support Carrots. Please do not go and spam her on Instagram. She's going to speak to you. She's going talk to you guys, but don't try to do side deals with her. She's not going to do it because she's an honest, straightforward person. She wants me to handle all that for her to make sure that you guys are being fairly treated, you're getting what is fair, and that she's being treated fair. So you can go say hello, you can go support Karis, but don't try to sell her tracks. I think you got to be a music millionaire for her to even listen to you. You gotta be a music millionaire. She's gonna come and confirm it. However, there's still opportunities there. I'm getting a ton of TV placements. You guys heard some of the deals that I was talking about that I sped off. $4,000 opportunities and just up. Anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 on TV. TV, and let me tell you this, guys. TV and sync placements a lot of times are much higher when these international artists and companies are looking for American type music. You make much more money, which is what I've been telling you guys in previous videos. Focus on the international market. Find out what's going on in the international market so that you can prepare yourself. And I got a great example. I hope you don't mind me saying his name. I'll just say his first name. One of my subscribers actually is in Korea. And he's working. And not only is he working, he has like a following of 200,000 plus subscribers because he did one thing. He listened to what I said, and the international market is paying him. And he's living in Korea right now, making money as a singer. His name is Jay, and looking forward to working with him as well and getting him together to make more money out of his situation. So the international market, guys, is where it's at right now. So K-pop, if y'all got start following K-pop, guys. Start paying attention to the K-pop, okay? Look at the K-pop community. Look at these girls and guys go crazy over Asian pop music now, guys. Y'all gotta start paying attention. Start catering some of your music. Don't just stick to trap music, because if you won't listen, trap musicians, I love them. There's a million trap artists. Most of what they're doing is for mixtapes, okay? So when they're doing mixtape stuff or they don't have a lot of money, that's where you're going to be, getting your tracks bought for $10 to $25 because the trap artists, because there's so many trap artists, they're not going to buy your track for $200. Okay, all right. Had a call come in, crazy, but the trap artists don't spend a lot of money. These pop artists, these Korean and international pop artists, they do spend money. They spend money, like they spend money, and that's why you'll see a lot of these opportunities are ranging from $1,000 to $2,000 because they are taking and they're trying to break into the market and they're trying to break into the industry, and so they're willing to pay that money for top tracks because more than likely it's cheaper for them to get it from people like us than it is to have someone in their home country build out who may not have that experience or who may be charging them much more money. So you guys will see that there's a large market right now for K-pop. So start catering, start listening, guys. That's the key. This is a business. We business partners now. Let's go in, start paying attention, start doing your research, okay, guys, and start finding out where this music is going when it comes to K-pop, so that you can have your own lineup. Just create a folder for yourself with K-pop music, okay? So when opportunity comes, you'll have that in the bag. Also, if I can give you guys another jewel, start finding you guys songwriters, start finding some vocalists, find you guys that can do full songs. There is nothing like having music that's already written and referenced, and all of the foundation has been laid, all the vocals have been laid, all the supports, everything. We got a full song to be able to submit to an artist, because that's more valuable to you as a producer. It gives you more bargaining power. It brings in more income for you. And eventually what happens is it gives you the, what's the best way to say this? It gives you the brand that other producers and people look for. That's how we actually got in with Dre, because we were one-stop shop. We had a team of production, songwriting, singing, engineering, vocal coaching. We did it all, and we do it all. So that's how we basically broke into the market with all these other artists, because we were one-stop shops, okay? So look at actually finding you guys some songwriters. Go into the Facebook groups, look for singers, songwriters, people who are looking for music. Like I told you guys in a previous video, give away some of your music to these producers, see what they come back with. Producers, artists, songwriters, singers. Give them some tracks that you have. See if they say, listen, give them a track. Give them a track. Make it exclusive, make it non-exclusive, whatever. Just give them a track and see what they come up with, and then bring them on board to join your production team. You know, let them know that you're working with someone like myself and with me, and we're trying to get placements, and how much more powerful it is to be a songwriter and producer that is on multiple tracks and opportunities than it is to just put out an artist. You get what I'm saying? So it is much more powerful to be working with and working for multiple projects than it is just to be working on one. Okay? So, yes, I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna answer Devon's question. Okay, let me go back real quick. School Beats, don't worry about it. Just check out the replay of this and you'll be good. Jermaine Loden, I want to ask because I got the email for the shareable folder yesterday. Okay, so if you just got the shareable folder yesterday, go back and just put everything that you sent us previously in that folder. It's EC3. Got it placement because I collabed with Ice Cold. There it goes right there. I wasn't signed up, but you guys believed in our sound, so I rock with you guys, and I'm now a new member. Thank you, SG. Thank you, EC3, and congratulations to you and Ice Cold, man. And he's confirmation of that collaboration that I've been telling you guys about, collabing as producers and coming up with something big. That's exactly what happened. He collaborated with another producer, and they came up and got a placement with Caris. Can't make this up, and they got paid, and they'll tell you that. Heatwave, hello, hope all is well. I'm trying to sign up today with it said network communication airstrike. That's because with Stripe, they only give you a single pipeline for security reasons. Just keep trying and or call in to the toll-free number to get it done. Everybody's waiting because they know that you guys are calling in if you need to call in if you're having a problem with Stripe. All right. Producer Air said hello. Uh-oh. Try not to put your email addresses inside of the chat because Google, YouTube blocks it instantly. I'm letting that go through, but just try not to because it blocks it, and then I won't see it, and then you'll get it. Now, to answer Devon Brown's Productions question, I can't avoid it. Yes, I am the chief of a tribe, literally. I'm in the history books, guys, but music is my first passion. It's what I've done my whole life, and as you know, as a tribe, music is the foundation and core behind our indigenous peoples and our ceremonies and what we love. So for those of you who did not know, yes, I'm finally putting it out there. God busted me. I am a chief of a tribe, literally, but music is my passion. So yes, just to answer your question, all right? And yes, I'm in the history book, and yes, I'm in documentaries, and yes, we're doing movies for my tribe. So that's part of what I've been telling you guys. I got so much on my plate. I got a whole bunch of stuff on my plate that you guys didn't even know. So very few people know, and I try to separate it because I don't want people to be distracted over who I am culturally and versus what I do for the music industry. Okay? So thank you guys 100%. Hey, Neil Chance, I can't wait to be a part of the tribe. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Thank you for subbing. VI5, thank you. Dasty, thank you as well, Dasty Road 2018. It's real simple, all blogs. Just basically, once you become a music millionaire and you sign up, there is an outline what you need to do as far as what email you need to contact. So once you contact that email, once you get into your dashboard, first you have all the tools, contracts, you get sound kits, you get a ton of stuff, and then you can send your music over to our music submission department, and then from there they will basically create a folder for you, and a folder that is connected to any artists that want music from us, and or music libraries or TV placements or A&R music supervisors for possibly TV or film, and we send those links over to them so that they can listen to your music. All right, and it's just that simple, honestly. VI5 says, I'm looking to help the music industry as well for new producers. So VI5 sounds like he's a songwriter. That's what's up, y'all. Y'all link up with VI5. Jermaine Loden, okay. The one 2019, nothing to lose, love of the own kind. That's love for the tribe. Always that. Always that. My love for my tribe is my first passion because that's my babies as well. And so even though the word chief to me should be symbolic of servant, it's not for a lot of people. It comes out to be people think that you're a leader or a dictator, and that's not the case. I serve my people first, which is what all this is about. This whole business is about my people and funding my tribe and my people. So thank you for that as well. Okay, guys, we're pushing into the 1 hour thing. 1 hour tone. I got stuff to do. I got meetings to have. If you guys don't have other questions that I can answer, please feel free to answer them. Ask them now because I have to get off of here soon because I have other stuff to do, especially with you guys' music. We got a ton of music we got to submit as y'all are uploading. So keep uploading your music. We're going to keep submitting it. ICG Productions, peace and blessings, guy. Peace and love to you as well. Mario Morero, what's up, SG? I've updated my folders. I'm playing real instruments and a few. Hope check it out. Definitely, we're gonna be checking that out. And I know Karis is probably watching this too because she loves the real live instrumentation. So she's watching this. She'll go into your folder because she has access right now, and then we'll resubmit all of your music. If you're uploading new music, when you upload new music, just drop us a line at the email address that y'all know. I don't want to say it, and let us know that you updated. So because we're doing so much, we need to know so that we can resubmit the information. A producer from Chicago, been doing this for at least 15 years. Peace and blessing, Tech Beats. Peace and blessing. I used to have a friend that was named Tech that was doing this in Florida. I don't know if you were him, but Tech was the bomb. I miss Tech. Dewan 2079 says that was my dedication to Music Millionaires. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. Okay, so Southern Emperor, because so many people are trying right now, what happens is Stripe only gives you a single pipeline for security reasons. Either keep trying or just call the toll-free number or go to the chat. Or go to the chat on Music Millionaires real quick. How's it? Make sure that chat is open so that they can go through until Daniel get here on Music Millionaires, because Stripe is having those network connection errors again because too many people are trying to sign up at one time. Should I be shit? He texted, no, that's not me. All right, Marcus. Well, we got to see you later on, brother. I appreciate you watching, guys. Really appreciate you watching. VI5 says, what's your biggest take to constant progress? I always go by saying just improve every day, even if it's just a new scale quarter program. Yes, constantly thrive to master your craft and perfect your craft. It's like martial arts. I took martial arts, and one of the things is you can take martial arts and you can learn it, you create your own style and craft, but you got to constantly practice. So that's the thing, guys. Always learn it how to better yourself in your career. Never get comfortable with yourself and where you are within your production or your songwriting or whatever it is you do. Never be scared to go outside the box and try things. So one thing my brother really taught me was, like, I saw him where he went from just being a songwriter and singer, or actually a jazz player, because that's what he was, a saxophone player, to being a songwriter and singer just through repetition, teaching notes and melodies to himself, and then eventually we went from writing songs and producing on music to just vocalizing tracks and making our own music with our voice, literally. And you guys want to hear that, I can send you a link to it. But yes, always progressively move forward. That's the key behind it. And I'm glad you brought that up. Guys, always constantly be progressively moving forward in your music to really become the best at what you do and the best at your craft. It's very important. If you get stagnant, if you get complacent where you are, you get comfortable, what happens is everyone else pass you by and skill and excellence. So always be thriving to push yourself to another lesson. You know, learn a instrument. You know what I mean? Get up here and take some YouTube lessons online, how to play guitar. Guitar is one of the most powerful instruments there is next to the piano. I think actually in my honesty, I think the guitar or anything dealing with strings is way more powerful than a lot of instruments. And you got to understand that too, guys. The drum is the drive. The drum is the heartbeat, okay? I'm telling you some tribal stuff now. So the drum is the rhythm behind the heartbeat, right? That's the heartbeat. You want to speed somebody's up, you want to speed them up, you want to get their emotion riled up, you want to get them amped up. But when you add that behind it, let me give you a science. You ever heard someone says she or he was playing with the strings of my heart chakra strings? Well, that's what the guitar is. That's what any instrument with strings do, right? They pluck them strings, they pull in string. Listen to Spanish music. Listen to Spanish acoustic music and how powerful it is. So if you start learning instrumentation, guys, and you start able to instrumentalize what you hear or think on the strings and not necessarily on a keyboard, that is more powerful. That also brings in you more revenue, because there's plenty of my producers, Sean Moore is one of them, who actually are working with mainstream artists and bands because they have learned how to play music, either keys or guitar or horn or flute. So make sure you learn, okay? All right. If you guys don't have no more questions, I'm going to get off here. Make sure y'all call into the 800 number. Go back through the chat. Just scroll up. Go to the chat if you're having problems signing up. But definitely sign up, because we're sending music out today, especially with these opportunities. Okay, so just real quick. I'm answering this question before I get off, because this is really important. WJ Walker 44 asked, I just made a track last night. And let me say this. Let me apologize for I even answer this question. It's hard for me to get all you guys' questions, and I want to answer all your questions. That's what Super Chat is for. If you guys really have a question that you need answered, use Super Chat. It costs you $1 or $2. I don't know, whatever you send. And that way it's prioritized. I see it. I can see that it's big and bold and it sticks out. And I know the answer to that. That's how that works. So if you really have a question that you need answered, just do Super Chat. Or if you just want to say hello and you want me to notice you and I'm skipping past your stuff, guys, use Super Chat. But I'm going to answer this and I'm going to get off. Where was it? Okay, so WJ Walker 44 says, I just made a track last night. Should I wait till I get the copyright before I submit to you guys? Let me explain to you guys about the copyright. Firstly, if you are a music millionaire, then you know that I have inside of the dashboard a place that you could do instant copyrights and explain what copyrights are. You can do the instant copyright. It is not toward the government. It is a copyright, because understanding how copyright works is basically this. Once you create that music or that track and it comes out of your machine, it is time dated and stamped. The machine automatically does it. Once that music is published, okay, anywhere, if you upload it and there's a time date and stamp that you upload it, it is copywritten. The copyright aspect of it for the United States government is for claim purposes. However, if you can prove that the music was yours and it's time dated and stamped inside of your machine, that is legal evidence as well. And when you decide to copyright, make sure if you decide to use the United States government for copyright, or you want to go to the United States Gov Copyright Claims Office, make sure you send a catalog of music in, guys, for the $38. Don't send one song for $38. It don't make sense, because they're going to copyright all of it for the same price, okay? So I hope that's clear to you, WJ Walker. Understand that a copyright is inherent. It comes from the point in time the music was created, and so, you have that. But a lot of people don't know that, and if you didn't know that, hopefully that helped you out. But look it up. Don't believe me, guys. Google it. Don't believe nothing I say to you. Google it, look it up. You'll see exactly what I'm telling you is right and exact. But again, Music Millionaire members, utilize that copyright link that's in the dashboard for you guys to copyright your songs. It costs you nothing, as far as I know, unless something's changed. But utilize that. Copyright all your music, but you can send the music and don't have to worry about it being copyright. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't find the right word, the American language. I'm not good with English, believe it or not. Anyway, what constitutes a complete copyrightable work of art is a complete song, lyrics and music, okay, guys? So always remember that as well, that you want to be able to copyright complete songs. Your what's the word? Your rights to a copyright is only half versus the lyrics. Always remember that. Your rights to a song is only half to a complete particular song. So you may submit the beat entitled 1248 as the beat. That's 100% copyright ownership to you. However, once lyrics are added to it and words and melodies, there's a whole nother complete copyright that you're sharing with the songwriter and or the artist, or you're giving up. Okay, so understand that. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody's songs. Like I said, I'm pushing 100. I hold intent. EC3, yes, you can copyright in catalog form. Yes. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Get up out of here. Let you guys hang out a little bit more in the chat. If y'all need something, all of my music millionaires and those of you who are signed up, welcome to the team. Thank you. Again, the price will be going up soon, within the next week or two, maybe 2 weeks tops after I get out all these videos. I want to thank you guys for chiming into this particular video. And again, if you want to watch this video from the very beginning, and we're talking about the music record labels and why they seem evil or why they rip people off, make sure you watch the replay of this, guys, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up when you get opportunity to check it out. Also, just want to say thank you guys again always for allowing me to be that bridge for you guys, and I'm glad that what I'm sharing for you guys is helping a lot of you. I'm glad that you understand the sincerity that I have in trying to help you guys. I'm also happy for all of you who've gotten placements with us and you've made some money out of this situation and you got your first placement. I'm happy for all of the success that you guys are happy. That's what I'm here for. And hopefully when you came to my channel, you thought that I would be able to help you some way, fashion, or form, man. So I thank all you guys for following. Thank you guys for the respect and love that you share with me. And I thank all you guys who've done, or found out, my cultural side and who I am as well, man. So thank you guys for all of that. Thank you for staying on here for an hour with me when you could have been doing something else. But again, hopefully, let's make this money, man. Love you guys. There's opportunity out there. Always remember, music is life. We out, family.